this life, we all need approval. Amen? It's one of our core needs in life. We all need to receive a pat on the back. We all need to feel accepted by a community. When we don't feel that we are accepted, when we don't feel approved, we get into anxiety and all kinds of psychological problems. And we all do things to gain approval. I wear these glasses, and I know they're big and all, but they're of the age, they're historic, and I like them, and I want to join a community. It's not the only reason. I mean, they help me see and all, and I think they look pretty spiffy. But I'm trying to join. I'm trying to gain approval of a group. And it's not just me. You are too. Your membership, your affiliation, your club, they're all a desire to gain approval. You come to church, in a sense, to gain the approval of a community. And we're all desperately seeking approval in this life. In Hollywood movies, we always see this. There is a parent, like in Despicable Me. How many of you remember that movie? I know, maybe you don't see kids' movies. I still do. But the mom has this high standard for her son. And whatever the kid does, he's a genius. He makes robots and all these kinds of experiments, but he can never satisfy his mother. He can never go up to her expectation. And he lives out his whole adulthood trying to gain her approval. And this is repeated on and on in stories. And we all seek approval. We might be seeking the approval of a parent, of dad, of mom, who has maybe never given us their approval and their appreciation. Maybe we're seeking the approval of a neighbor, of a friend, of a clique at school, of the neighborhood bully. Whatever you may have, we are all seeking approval in our lives. I remember I had a math teacher, and I think he's the reason I hate math. Lord forgive me. And, I mean, God bless his soul, but the man came from Vietnam, and it was very hard to understand him because he had this big accent all the time, and so he'd be going on formulas, and I was an AP pre-calculus, and I just couldn't keep up. I had to do that class over in high school. And the man has suffered a lot in his life. In Vietnam, he has been taken by the government, he has been tortured, beaten. You can see the effect of his torture on him. And he had a son. And this son, he told us, he went to Harvard. And he started to go off on his son. Oh, my son, I was going to do the action, but I thought that was kind of mean. My son, he goes to Harvard, and he's studying medicine, and he graduated in honors with medicine. And then he said, but I think he could have done more. I'm not proud of him.